Are you ready for some real thought-provoking conversations that lead to spiritual wisdom and discovery to provide you with clear direction on every area of your life? Well, sit back and relax. You've made it to the right place. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Heart of Inspiration. Hey, hello, everyone. Can y'all hear me? Listen, I came back over to the StreamYards of it all. I came back to the StreamYards of it all. I will explain why in a future discussion. But I'm back, and I'm happy to be back, to be honest with you. We are going to chat about all about the full moon in Gemini today. I am excited. So we're going to be live now, and we are going to be live. Okay, why are we not? Okay, hang on, guys. I'm literally trying to figure this out. This is Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's been a while since I've been over here, so I'm not sure why. I don't want to create a folder. No, I just want banners. I want banners. Okay, we'll figure this out all over again. This is a whole situation because I've been so used to Restream for so long now that I don't know how to add these banners back on here, over here. My God, where's AT2? Oh, where is AT2? Please tell AT2 to come on over here. Tell him to come on in the room. How's everybody doing? Hello, Melinda. Hello, my love. Hello, 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 hello. Thank you. I'm glad that we can hear you, that you can hear me. Hey, Mystic, how are you, dear? How are you? Yes, somebody, I'm calling for AT2. I'm sending out the telepathicness of it all and have him to come on over. Okay. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. And as we get started, I'm going to put this in the chat. Hello, Facebook. How y'all doing? Hello. In that chat, there's going to be a link. And as soon as I can figure out how the hell to put the damn thing up again, I will. There's a link in the chat. Okay. That link is for you to join me, join my students, join a number of people this coming weekend, okay, on Saturday, to set your business up. Business planning 2023. Business grows for me in 2023. That's our mantra. Okay. So I want you to sign up because from now until about 9 p.m. tonight, I might extend it for a little bit longer, but from now until 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, so just for a couple more hours, you're going to be able to get that 3 hours plus all the pre-work plus all the in workshop work for just $7. And then for $97, you're going to get all that plus some kits, some financial planning kit, your coach branding kit, your onboarding kit for your clients, all sorts of things, social media calendars, an hour with me, all the things, and you're going to get a 10% discount on your next website because we're about to launch Magic Touch branding. Yeah, you heard that here. So that's what you're going to get. Okay. So I want you to go over there and sign up, right? Like y'all can bring over $7. Y'all can bring over $97 to be able to sit down with me and talk about your business plan. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Pisces moon, hello, hello. Hey, Christina, hello, hello. All righty. And current students and past students, I want you to check your email because I have a special offer just for you. Hello, Christine DeBella. Thank you, love. Thank you. All right. Shall we get started? Let's talk about, this is really going to bother me because I can't figure out why I can't add banners. Okay, in stream, let's just create a new one. Stream banner. So I don't know why this is like not. Okay, here we go. So this is what we're talking about. We are talking about the astrology of the full moon in Gemini, and that is happening tomorrow. But it's happening late tomorrow, December 7th, 2022 at, I think it's like 23, so that's 11, right? 11:07 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so we're going to scroll that across the bottom so you guys know that that's what we're doing. Okay, this is what we're talking about. I'm going to show the chart. You guys know how I like to do it. Hopefully you remember how I like to do it. Let's do this and let's present and let's share screen and let's go here. Yeah, I have to talk myself through this because, guys, it is a thing. All right, we're going to share that screen. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to make it a little bit, come on, right there. All right. Okay, for those of you who do not know what a full moon is, let me just help you out a little bit. A full moon is when the moon, okay, honey, come on, come say hello to everybody. My granddaughter's here. Can you come say hello to everybody? Close door. Come on. Oh, oh, big jump, girl, you heavy now. Say hello. Oh, there's your dog coming in here. Say hello to everyone. Say hi.
Hi.
How's it going? How was your day today?
It was good.
It was good. Did you have a good day at school? Okay, cool. Anything you want to tell everybody? What did your elf do? We have elf on the shelf. What's your elf's name?
Winter.
Winter, yes. And what did Winter do? Like, what was her message to you from last night for today? Do you remember?
She said, "Let's play hide and seek." Where is Winter?
Oh my God.
19 days to Christmas.
Oh my gosh, it's 19 days to Christmas.
And then she, and her hiding spot was right on this, like right in front of the tree. Well, on the left.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
And we couldn't even find her.
Oh my gosh. She hid really well, didn't she?
She's like skinny. So
oh my God.
Like this.
Yeah. She's
and
really
the
small.
Tree's this small too.
Okay, you could take your cat with you.
Come on.
Okay, tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Okay, there you go, Pumpkin. Yeah, she's always showing her butt on screen. You didn't know that, babe? Go. You wanted you to take the kitty. Take the kitty. Go with Rayleigh. You got her? That's fine. Take Kitty. Go, Apollo. Everybody out. Thank you. I'll be up a little bit later. Can you close the door behind you? Put the cat down. Thank you, baby. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're back to it. Okay. Hey, Jace, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Okay, sorry, gang. That's my eldest granddaughter coming to tell me dinner's done, but I'm going to hang out with you guys before I go eat. How about that? Okay, let's talk about a full moon. Okay, so a full moon, let me share my screen again. A full moon is when the moon is opposite the sun in the sky. Okay, so we're actually going to put it in blue this time. So brushes, yep, we're good. We're good. Okay, here we go. So here's the chart. So here's the sun. The sun is in Sagittarius. Happy birthday to the Sagittarians. Happy birthday. It's your season for a little while longer. Okay, so I'm going to need you to hold it together. Okay, here we go. And it is opposite. You see this line, this red line? That means it's in opposition when it's directly opposite the sun, the moon, excuse me. And this time we have something very unique. We have what we call a lunar occultation, oculus, a lunar occultation. I don't know why I can't say that word. With Mars in retrograde, both in Gemini at 16 degrees. Why is that? That doesn't happen that often. So, in a lunar occultation, from the perspective of Earth, which is, let's say, in the center of this wheel, this is all from the perspective of Earth. Okay, here's Earth. From the perspective of Earth, the moon is in front of Mars. Now, I don't know about you guys, but in the nighttime sky for a little while now, it has been very easy for me to see Venus, which is over here. Venus, that's the glyph for Venus right here. It's been very easy for me to see Venus in the night sky and very easy for me to see Mars in the night sky. Just super easy. And I can always tell the difference between the two. And it's just beautiful. But tonight, or coming into the 7th, right? So coming into tomorrow night, at the zenith, at its height, at its strongest point, okay, of the full moon cycle, okay, the moon is going to be in front of, it's going to block the view of Mars. So Mars is going to be tucked away behind it. That doesn't happen very often, where you have a planet that is in retrograde that is then conjunct, dead on to the degree conjunct the moon when the moon is then full. Now, you may remember back at the new moon, we had a conjunction with the sun, the moon, and Venus, if I remember correctly. We had that 2 weeks ago. We had that conjunction, if I remember, it was that. And that opened us up to this, like, what do you love? Who do you love? What is it you really want? And really believing in yourself at that new moon and setting the intention, right, to bring in good energy, AKA good people, AKA people that are going to feed you, energy that's going to feed you, and not energy that's just taking from you all the time, right? People that are going to build you up and not tear you down. Now, I had said that that was going to be people. If you remember, I did the tarot readings, which we'll do a little bit later on tonight. I did the tarot readings, and very specifically for Sagittarius, I was like, get rid of those people, right? But it can be energy at all, period, right? And that kind of went for all of us. Like, what feeds you? What is making you grow? What's expanding your consciousness? What's expanding you as an individual? Go on and dive deep into that purpose. Go on and make the plans and start to really, really say, you know what? It's about me and it's okay. And I want to grab my tribe, and a good solid tribe, right? I want a good solid tribe around me that we can all build and be in coalition. Remember, that's another one of our sayings on this channel. We are not in competition. We are in coalition. Well, hopefully you've been setting those hopefully you set those intentions, and hopefully you've been still considering and reconsidering. Some of you have probably had some things moved out of your sphere, moved out of your life. The universe needed to move it out of your life because you were not going to do it. Some of you, things have been tested and tried, right? Friendships, family relationships, romantic relationships, career, right? Interactions and relationships over these last couple of weeks. I just heard that just yesterday, was it, that Facebook laid off another 10,000 people? That's crazy. I'm on live. Okay, bye. You can tell my youngest daughter is either not a subscriber or she's not a watcher. So I think Santa's going to bring her some coal. At any rate, Santa's going to bring her some coal. So we've had these issues, right? Where people, places, things, opportunities, whatever, have been removed from our sphere because we were not moving them or removing them ourselves. And new opportunities have opened up for us over these last couple of weeks. At this full moon, this is kind of where the rubber's meeting the road. This is where we better decide if we've got the courage to do this or not. And in fact, the universe is helping us with that courage. Now, let's take a closer look at why. When we have this Mars in retrograde, and Mars, just so y'all know, will be in retrograde, I think, until January 22nd, if I remember correctly. Mars in retrograde in Gemini is forcing us to rethink a lot. And it's also kind of pushing us into this space of reflection, retrospection, introspection. Remember, that's what I'm really big on with retrogrades. I don't look at retrogrades as a bad thing. I look at them as a pause, a reset, a rewind, a rethink, and a time for us to like right the ship and change the course. If you're willing to be open and honest enough with yourself. This full moon is a moon of atonement. This is a mea culpa moon. This is I'm going to find the courage not only to live my truth, to live the truth, to forgive myself, perhaps to forgive others. And I would not be surprised. Everybody and their mother doesn't seem to understand when I'm live. Like, I don't understand. I wouldn't be surprised if people come to you and say, you know what, I was wrong. I was wrong. This is a mea culpa. This is an atonement. But I want you to understand, this is a karmic clearing. This is a karma clearing moon because of its being in conjunction with Mars in retrograde. There may have been things in your life, areas in your life, people, whatever, that have been very aggressive, have been very harmful, have been very toxic, have been very hurtful. You may have been at war with yourself and at war with others and at war with the universe. And I think this is a fitting moon for the end of the year, being the last full moon of the calendar year 2022, not the astrological year of 2022, but I find it to be fitting for the calendar year. Why? What does atonement really, if you break it down, at one meant being in your mindset, right? In your thought process, in your being, in your mind, being at one with yourself in your mind. Entertainment is trying to get you to enter to a container of thinking, right? Break it down. You got to break it down to it's like, why can't it's hard for me to think. It's Latin, it's Greek. You got to break it down. You got to break the etymology of the word down so you can understand what spell you're speaking over yourself. At one meant being at one, mind, soul, body, spirit. Being at one. Forgiving yourself Give yourself a break. Have the courage to forgive yourself. Have the courage to step out of that box and go on and fulfill your purpose. Have the courage to set proper boundaries. Have the courage to say no. Have the courage to tell that person that maybe isn't being all uptight and right with you. Have the courage to say to them, this isn't working, but this is why. And I want to see how we can make this work. I want to see if we can make this work. I want to see if you truly want to make this work. This is bringing Gemini is personal thought, right? It's like a personal sign. Home, family, intimate relationships, and how everything else is coming in to shape how that acts and reacts. So if work is not jiving with home, if there ain't no homework balance, you notice I put home first? Because what do we always say? Work home balance. Well, we're out of balance the minute we say that. We're out of balance the minute we say that. The minute we put work first, we're already out of balance because we've already put the wrong place, the wrong energy at the forefront immediately. Homework balance. If it ain't in balance, then you got to figure it out. If there's tensions and stresses that are coming at you externally, I want you to see why you're accepting them in. And then now at this full moon, you need to release them. Why are you attracting those external issues? And why do you keep attracting them? Figure it out, heal it, and then release it. This is potentially going to be a conflict. The conflicting energy that you're going to feel is the conflicting energy of existing paradigms and programs to what you know instinctually you are meant to ascend and to evolve into. Watch for the energy drain though. This is a nice little doozy. However, your emotional strength, your energy that you set in motion, your emotional strength is going to be at almost an all-time high. And I'll tell you why. Because we have Venus at 27 degrees in Sag. So while it's not conjunct the sun, it is conjunct Mercury in Capricorn. Now, all of this, the sun and Venus, are both fourth and giving fourth house energy. Venus is going to be on the cusp of the fourth and fifth house. What are those houses? Fourth house being Cancer. What does Cancer represent? Home, family, stability, cardinal water. How do you really feel about this? How do you really feel? How do you really want to feel? What energy do you really want to be putting towards home? What energy do you really want to be putting towards family? What energy do you really want to be putting towards that relationship? What energy do you really want to be putting towards work? And what energy do you want to receive back? I'm going to ask you to challenge your loyalties. Mercury in Capricorn in the fifth house, the house of Leo, the house of creativity, the house of loyalty, the house of fun. This is the fatherly house, right? The father of the zodiac. I want you to rethink your loyalties for a hot second, too. Remember, I told you, this is about being at one mint with everything. I want you to rethink it. What have you been loyal to? Who have you been loyal to that's been a foundational part of who you are, Capricorn? That you've allowed to govern yourself? What rules and regulations and paradigms and programs have you allowed yourself to be loyal to that probably ain't loyal to you? You don't need them anymore, perhaps. You need to rethink it. You need to realign yourself. You need to release it, full moon release, now before you go into next year. Hello? Before you go into next year. Release those old paradigms. Release and relinquish the rulership. Stop allowing it to rule you. Stop allow it to govern you. Now, because of the conjunction with Venus, this is going to have a lot to do with our interpersonal relationships. This is going to have a lot to do with that. This is a reset and a rethink. And I'm going to tell you something. If they're not being loyal to you, you may need to rethink it. You may need to have what does Dr. Larry Reed say? A conversation. You may need to have a conversation. And it might be a lengthy one. And it's not going to be comfortable. Remember, we've got this lunar occultation. Occultation. Because our emotions are going to be at the forefront. It's going to be like, I don't know if any of y'all, maybe I'm the only one, but do any of y'all have that friend that is like ready, that they are ready to jump if it gets hot? They're ready to jump. Like if you're out and about, okay, and maybe you're with kind of a quote unquote friend group, an acquaintance group, and somebody talks slick to you, and you might not, like you might have been feeling some type of way about this person for a long time. Like you're just been ready. Please say something. Right? Because you feeling a type of way. Listen, I'm not the only one that this has ever happened to. This is not how I live my life now. But I'm just telling you, back in the day, this is how it was. And every once in a while I would have, you'd be like, dang it, I don't know if I can. You just weren't sure if you could really just like unleash, and you got that friend that stands behind you and put those batteries in your back, gasses you up, charges you up, like, I got your back, girl. I got your back. Homie, I got your back. I'm right here. If anything, I'm right here. That's Mars, this right now. Mars is standing back there going, I got you. No, we're going to say how we feel today. We're going to say how we feel. We're going to release this once and for all. You're not going to bed again like that. You're not keeping this stress only within you. You're not holding on to all of these feelings and emotions and these thoughts and this just like these imaginations about what this person is doing or what this person may not be doing or what's going on. We're not holding on to that. You're not going to make yourself go crazy no more. It's not happening. I got your back. You are going to tell them how it is. You're going to say it in love. You're going to say it with the energy of desiring to be free from the shackles that are binding you because of this. You're being held back in really living out your purpose because you continue to hold on to all these other burdens from other people. because you continue to let other people do, treat, say anything to you the way that they want to do, treat, or say. And you're making excuses for how it is. You're making excuses for the business. You're making excuses for the company. You're making excuses for your mama. You're making excuses for your brother. You're making excuses for your man. You're making excuses for your woman. Some of y'all making excuses for your cat. I'm kidding. Do you understand what I'm saying? Put it out on the table and let's see what cards that we're really playing. Like, y'all play like poker? I don't care what version. And y'all play poker? At some point, when we're done calling and raising, we got to put our cards out on the table. We got to put our cards on the table. And let's see what you got. Let's see what I got. We can't keep holding them close to our chest. Because while I'm playing and we're calling and raising, I'm imagining what you got in your hand. And I'm trying to guess at what you may or may not have based on how you're betting. Especially if you're playing Texas Hold'em, you know the first card come out, and then the turn, and then the river. I'm watching your eyes. I'm reading your energy. I'm looking at you, looking at your two cards you got in your hand. I'm watching how you're betting. I'm watching how you're reacting to how I'm betting and how I'm positioned. And I'm imagining what you may or may not have in those two cards that you holding close to the chest. This full moon is time for everybody to lay it out on the table. Because I'm tired of imagining and I'm tired of guessing. I'm tired. I'm not doing it no more. I'm tired of imagining and guessing with myself. I want to get down to the real nitty gritty of why I do what I do in some cases, in some situations. Why, when certain issues raise up and show themselves to me, I'm still reacting in a certain way. I can't get to that unless I forgive myself. I can't get to that unless I'm at one-ment. I make atonement at one-ment. I am at one, mind, body, spirit, and soul. That's all atonement is. So, this is not the life. This is not the life. Don't go there. Don't go there. Leave Jesus alone. Okay, let me go right on. Because y'all see, I was finna go somewhere. And I didn't want to hear it. I'm going to leave it alone. We have been dealing with adversity. This is really interesting why that didn't show up. We have been dealing with adversity for all of 2022. I talked about this the other day on the Sunday Soul podcast. If you've not had the chance to see it, I want you to go check it out. I'm going to add some stuff to the community post into the description box about it. But 2022 was a year of balance. I don't think any of us, definitely not me, had any clue what that meant and what it was going to take to get us into balance. It's been rough, but it's been good. It's kind of like, Proud Mary. We either going to do this nice and easy or nice and rough. Sometimes it was nice and easy, but most of the time it was nice and rough. Now, y'all might like it nice and rough. That ain't none of my business. That's none of my business. But 2022 has been like that. So we faced this adversity, and now the rubber has met the road. Now the roosters have come home to roost. And now it's time for the debt to be paid. Now you got time now to clear this up so you do not take this karma, this energy into the next year. What is karma? It's not always a debt to be paid. It's a consequence of an energy you're operating in. Hear me, it's not always a debt to be paid. It is a consequence of the energy you're operating in. I can attract dharma as easily as I can attract karma. Positive or light, shadow. Easy, rough. I'm not carrying any crap forward into 2023. I'm done. Now, so what structures have you had? We still on these two. And then here we have Pluto that's still, it's got its last legs, man. It is hanging on to be hanging on. It is at 26, 28 degrees. My bad. Hang on, y'all. 26 degrees Capricorn. It's going to be on out of Capricorn next year. It's going to be on out of Capricorn next year. But while it's in those last few degrees, it is begging you, it is asking you, and now it is going to force you to go in and make a personal internal change, personal transformation, and reset your rule book. That's all it's saying. Could you reset your rule book? Before I move over into Aquarius, where now this new set of rules and the new you, it's time for you to come and place that transformation within the context and the construct of the collective consciousness. I need you to change it within yourself first. This is what it's doing. Stop being loyal to anything that's not being loyal to you. If it's not producing for you, baby, you got to let it go. Now, let's talk about some of the other planets. Saturn in Aquarius, trucking right along, doing its thing, chicken wing. It's going to be on up out of there pretty soon, too. Technology, all sorts of things. We're seeing a lot of brand new technologies. We're seeing a lot of reawakening of spiritual technologies, aka ancient traditions, aka ancient practices, aka your indigenous practice that you was born with. And for a lot of us, it was not Christianity. Now I'm just gonna leave that and let that go. I'm not gonna because I lose a bunch of people every time I say that. But y'all, I'm not saying nothing bad. It's just it is what the hell it is. Y'all gonna have to get with it and come on. Pluto is at 22 degrees in Pisces. Pluto, my God. Neptune is at 22 degrees. It's still at home. And Jupiter is still at its second home. Its first home being Sagittarius. Its second home originally being Pisces. It's still at home for a little bit longer. It's at 29 degrees. It is at its sharpest, strongest gift-giving position. This says to me, right before 2023, Jupiter and Neptune together are opening up your spiritual awakening, ascension, evolution, understanding, recognition of something may not be right in what you believed. And let's go explore this. Let's learn this. And giving you gifts. There's some of you that are going to be able to astral travel that never have been. Some of you are going to be able to astral project that never have been. Some of you are going to be able to remote view that never have been. Some of you are going to be like, oh, you know what? I think I need to start speaking in my light language. Some of you are going to be like, I think that as I'm talking with my ancestors, I'm going to go on and explore mediumship and channeling and so on and so on and so forth. Gifts at this time of year, and it's beautiful. It's in the 8th house, which is the house of the occult or hidden wisdom. Hidden wisdoms, both recent and ancient, are all being opened up for you, and how you can then utilize them in your current existence and incarnation. That is squaring against the occultation. So it's challenging you to really step up to the plate, which means it's also squaring against the sun. So it is creating a beautiful T-square rapid change. You ain't got no choice. You better stop fighting it. So you've been sitting around going, oh, I don't have any gifts. Oh, I don't know if I want to explore that. Oh, but I think I'm going to hell. Listen, we're done. Okay? We're done. Stop fighting it. The old paradigms don't work. It doesn't work anymore. And as much as it doesn't work anymore for those of us that are on the light, it doesn't work anymore for those of us that operate primarily in the shadow either. They're learning how to do what they need to do. Some of us ain't learning what we need to do, and that's scary. All right. So this is rapid change. This is you ain't got no choice in the matter. You better get it and get it good. We also have Chiron here in Aries in retrograde squaring the conjunction of Venus and Mercury. I'm going to say for that, Chiron has pulled itself back a little bit to let you know that this time, if you make the choice this lifetime, it's not going to matter whether you're understood or not. This is your time to shine. Do it. Don't worry about it. Do it. This is your chance to heal and get a deep healing in those areas. Again, those things, kind of sacred cows that you've just been hanging out with. And last but not least, we have Uranus in retrograde. It's still conjunct the North Node. That's been tough in Taurus. That's in the 9th house. This is, again, challenging all of our personal philosophies. Why do you think that we're getting the Twitter file drops? Why do you think that we're seeing documentaries on Rumble and in other places and spaces that are giving us information that we did not have access to before to challenge our personal beliefs? Why do you think that there are so many people coming out and talking about, hey, did you know that this group may be this or this? We maybe didn't come from here, or we maybe there wasn't as much of a transatlantic slave trade as we once thought. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of things. Personal philosophies are being challenged in a great way. And that is squaring off against Saturn. So it's interesting. The battle of the titans, of the rulers of Aquarius, basically are just like, okay, well, Saturn, what you got for us? There's been many more UFO sightings has there been recently? Crazy. Not only UFO sightings, have you guys seen some of the TikToks where people are literally teleporting? Like appearing out of nowhere? Where people are recognizing there's like 7-8 foot tall people that with wide set eyes and doe eyes that look, like a typical Palladian, I guess you could say. There are mermaids literally coming out of the sea and being filmed. Yeah. So my point is we're seeing things, we're knowing things, we're learning about our spiritual technologies and others. There are people that are getting downloads and getting visions, and they're able of alien or extraterrestrial technologies that are sharing that with people here on this planet to build it. Why do you think we're talking about Area 51 so much? You have any idea how much alien technology the United States of America has had in its possession? A lot. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's kind of rounding it out. So I would say, we're going to see more. We're going to see more. We're definitely going to see more. All right, guys. Whoo, child. That's a lot. That's a lot. Hey, Ms. B. How are you? Which aspects denotes rapid change? The T-square. A T-square like forces you to like do it. I'm glad you love it, Jace. I saw some other people coming in. Hey, Red Violet Crystal, how are you? Hey, Perp, how you doing, baby? Hello. Perp says this is confirming the work I was doing today. Oh, wonderful! And your daughter got a book to work on that for herself. That is amazing. I'm so happy. I am loving 2023. We talked about that on Sunday, so I want you guys to go watch the Sunday if you didn't check it out before. Okay, here we go. You guys want me to drop the link? I have a few minutes. We've been on 47 minutes. I have a few minutes. I'm gonna drop the link. I have a few minutes. Now we back to StreamYard, so nobody should have no problems now. What does it mean, I guess, if your natal birth chart is in the shape of a diamond? That's a very general question, dear. I'd have to know planets, aspects. That's a whole question. I have to look at it. Hey, LaShane, how are you? Hey, Sweets. Sweet says you struggle with balance a lot. I get out of balance easy. Casino vibes and visions. I don't need to be going. Did you? Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you, Jeez. I can't wait to see you. Hey, thanks, Perp. And yes, Uranus is the planet of sudden change. Pluto is a little bit easier, but it's also much more internal change. It is, Uranus is like revolution. Aqua energy is at its peak. Well, Aquarius energy is sort of. It's not even at its full peak yet. Like, we ain't really got there yet. Okay, let me create another banner because clearly this dang gun thing wants to act a fool. All right, guys, we're not going to, because I got to come back. I got to go eat first, and then I'm coming back live. We're going to pull the cards. I'm giving you everything in one night. Only for one night. Child, let me tell you, I've been listening to a lot of Luther lately, a lot of Michael Jackson. It's interesting. I don't know why I've been just pulled to them. Okay, paste. So, guys, I want you to go to, as soon as we're done here, I want you to go to this link, right? HTTPS biz2023.limitlesslightworker.co until I'll extend it. I'll put this out until midnight Eastern. Until midnight Eastern. So 11 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Mountain, 9 o'clock Pacific. If you go sign up, you go to that link, you'll be able to get your ticket for this weekend's Business Planning 2023 workshop. Okay? You'll be able to get your ticket. Okay? For $7. You will have access to the pre-work right away. Then you'll be able to come and join us in the Zoom. Okay? For the 3-hour workshop this weekend. Because after midnight Eastern tonight, that price is going up to $47. Now, you have a whole thing to look back on 2023. We're going to do a whole like priority situation, right? A whole priority exercise. We're going to look back on 2023, what you made, what you didn't make. Now, let me tell you something. If you did not start your business in 2022, you can still come. That just means you're going to start it in 2023. So come on. Okay? So come on. It's going to look like this. Nope, it's not going to look like this. It's going to look like this. That's what the page is going to look like. Okay? Because we're not in competition, we're in coalition. We're going to look back on 2022, and then we're going to do intentional growth in 2023. We're going to set our professional goals, our personal goals, our money goals. We're going to reset and realign our mission. We're going to plan Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 events and rollouts. We're going to focus heavy on Q1. You're going to create a 2023 vision board, and you're going to get feedback on your plan. And if you go on for just $97, you're going to get a fast track value, which means you're going to get an hour with me. You're going to get multiple Canva templates for your business, to set up your business, to onboard your clients, for financial planning, social media. You're going to get some special discounts for just $97 for that. That's the upgrade, okay? After midnight Eastern tonight, it's going up. It will be $137. So I want you to go to that link between now and midnight. I'm going to change this up so that this lasts until then, because I don't want nobody thinking that they can't do it, because right now it's set for 45 more minutes. Lord have mercy. Let me extend this out. 12 a.m. Right? Oh, wait. Y'all, pray for me. 12 a.m. on the 7th. All right, you got 3 hours and 45 minutes to go do it. There's a lot of people in this chat that have already done it. I want more of y'all to do it, okay? Hey, Sharita, how are you? Catch the replay, girl, but come on back. What time did I set this other one up for? Child, I don't even know. I don't know why. So I'll be back here in about an hour, hour and a half. Let me go eat. Okay, let me go eat and we'll do the tarot. Okay? Thank you, Perp. I really appreciate you. I really and truly do. All right, y'all, let me get on out here. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so very much. I will see you all soon. Let me take this down. Let me go over here, and I'm going to get out of here, and we'll see you soon, okay? Bye, gang.